So I am looking through this basket here, and to be honest, I actually forgot I had this particular basket. I was looking for a basket like this. I was keep saying to myself, I need to get a nice little, basket, a little hamper basket that I can work with. Never knew I had one already. It was in my cupboard of scraps. Yes, I'm hearing you say she has a cupboard of scraps. I do. I forgot all about this. So, and I can tell it's old because this was when I was in the UK. Also, this piece here, so a lot of them, UK fabric, UK fabric. I actually bought this with me from the UK when I moved to Australia. How sad is that? But what I also found was these here that I had already started to think about doing something with it. These are like those Christmas tartan Scottish fabrics, plaid prints, and I'm thinking this is going to make a beautiful Christmas project. I obviously had something in mind because it seemed like I grouped them, and a lot of them is pinned together. So in today's video, I am literally going to use these up as I intended to all these years ago. And I don't know what the idea was, but as I said, they are pinned together, so I grouped them into colors already. Nevertheless, I don't know what I intended, but I'm going to go with something new. And let's see, I will also add some Christmas prints to it. I have some leftover Christmas prints from last year that I could add to this that I think is going to be a good contrast and bring a little bit of modern, well, I shouldn't say modern because these are quite trendy at Christmas time, this sort of plaid prints. And even the fabric is lovely and soft. Anyway, so I'm going to bring something else into it that is a Christmas print, cut them into the same size, and let's see where my brain actually go with this. I don't know how many I've got here, but obviously it's not going to be a huge quilt. Probably a nice Christmas baby quilt we can probably turn it into. I'm looking to see if there's any more, but great find on the basket. Anyway, let's get started. So this is a Christmas print that I think is going to be a good contrast for it. It's going to bring it alive further and reduce some of the sort of appearance only with the plaid print. I can feel a pin here with the plaid print and give it a little bit more balance because the colors are quite cohesive and some of it is already there already in this particular print. So I think it will be a very well collected, thought through print collection with the plaid. So I'm going to count how many I have. I really don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're in groups of 7, 8, 2, some of them. 9, 10. This one is pinned together. I've got to be careful that I don't pierce myself. What did I say? 10? How many is in this bundle? 10, 11, 12. They're all in twos. 13, 14. I think I probably paired them in plain and plaid. I think that's what I did. 15, 16. 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All right, so uneven. That's not a problem. Let's see what I do with it. It's going to be, obviously, I'm not going to cut these up because I think they're beautiful as they are, but I am going to cut some of those. So I reckon it's going to be a really beautiful scrappy project. I'm excited about this. I'm sure I'm as excited as I was the first time I got these fabrics here. All right, let's continue. I am literally doing like 3 projects on the go at the same time. I have one on the floor already with all of my cuts that I've already made. But I'm just going to lay these out. I'm wishing now that I did not separate them. Okay, let me measure these and see what size they are. I think that will be a good start. So let's take one. So it looks like it's 6 inches, 6 by 7 3/4. So I'm going to cut this now. Let's see if I get enough. All right, I'm going to let me clear my table and I will be back because I cannot work with a table like this. It confuses my brain. So what I decided is I'm going to just lay them out and I can move them around as I see fit. So I'm going to put a plain, I don't know how much plain I've got, but I just mix them around, plain and plaid. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. That's a plaid, that's a plain, that's a plaid, that's the plain here. Is this together? Oh, it's literally, I reckon this is one. I can't seem to get this separated. All right, I'll come back to that one. That seems stressful. We don't want anything stressful. This is meant to be a happy project. Let's keep it that way. Thank you. Okay, and then this one, beautiful. That's a nice color, but a bit too. Yeah, that's it. That's good there. That's good. This is. I wondered why I never did complete this project. This is amazing. It's a beautiful set. Absolutely lovely set. Why didn't I? It's because I think, you know, you go on and have so many projects that you forget. I obviously intended to finish it, so hence the reason why it's literally, oh, this one is still pinned together, so I put these two together. So I'm going to leave that as the two I've put together, and I'll put the blue here. That's a nice blue there. That one there. I'll go in with the brown. I don't know what it's going to look like or what it's going to quilt like. I'm going to have to use a dark color thread on this. And I'm going to go in with the grey here. I think that will look nice there. It's going to be interesting to see what this looks like. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Let's see what it comes out like. It's quite a lot of reds though, isn't it? Do I need the grey? That's the question I'm currently asking myself. I don't think it screams sort of a Christmassy idea. The colours, the other colours are fine. I'm just not working with the grey, but we'll see. I'm not going to eliminate as yet because I still have to add in this Christmas print here. So I'm just laying it out to get a bit of a visual as to what changes I want to make. Not happy with that one either, but again, I would leave it. I don't want those two dark colors together. They need also a bit of a press because they are a little bit on the crinkle or crimple side, I should say. But that's neither here or there. Okay, I don't want these two lights together. I'm going to move. Right, so my camera died. Anyway, so what I've decided to do is that I am actually going to leave it as is. I am not going to add any other Christmas fabrics to it. I think it's beautiful as it is. I'm just a bit worried about those two bits together. They're similar colors, so I'm going to move it. But I'm going to use it as is. I think I'm happy I've stitched them all together with the results. But I didn't really sew the rows because I wanted to make sure that I was happy with the layout, and I felt at the time when they were just placed on that they needed to be moved about. But as I was sewing, I moved certain rectangles about, and I think I'm happy with the placement now. It does look a little bit bright on the camera, but in reality it's a lot more duller than that, which is fine because I do think that it does give off this sort of, you know, Christmas plaid vibe to it in its dull form. But again, I'm going to go ahead and sew them all together. As I mentioned, I changed my mind on using the Christmas fabrics. It probably would have worked, but I felt I am going to use them as I originally intended for them to be used, because I don't remember what sort of design I was going with it, but for me to pin them together meant I was going to use them as is. So I'm going to remain to that and see what it turns out like. Now, in my head initially, I was thinking this could be a beautiful baby Christmas plaid quilt because it's really soft. It is not cotton. It is this softy sort of cashmere feel to it, right? So that's why I felt that it was beautiful for that. You can see where, you know, it needs a little bit of a roll to pick up all the fibers, but it looks beautiful. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So I was thinking initially that it would be fine for a baby quilt, but I'm thinking this could be a beautiful, you know, quilt for the wall for Christmas as well, because it's really giving me that Christmas vibe, or a nice throw, you know, or a centerpiece for the Christmas table. But I'm going to show you all those variations of idea. So if you have something like this in your stash, forgotten like I have totally forgotten all about it, you can do this for Christmas. And it's going to be a free Christmas quilt. All right, let me sew it together, get it quilted, and I will show you the result. Not sure what I will do for the backing. The backing is a bit troublesome because I don't think I have anything like this in my stash for the backing, but I'll see what I come up with. It might end up being a piece backing, and I don't have any more of that fabric left. That is it. All right, let's see what my brain comes up with. Wish me luck. So I found one of the label on the fabrics, and it is from Titley and Ma, and it's from England. And I actually went on their website, and I'll show it to you. So it is actually wool. Beautiful. Didn't know it was wool. Look at that. So there you go. And I knew it felt really soft. So I just couldn't identify what it was. Wasn't expecting it to be wool though. I thought it was the baby blanket material, but it's actual wool. Anyway, so, and it's 100% wool. Bloody hell. Anyway, so it's all stitched together now. So what I'm going to do is get some backing for it. So here is their website. As I said, it's called Titley and Ma. And as I'm moving around the website, all the fabrics is coming up. As I am looking through, I found this here. I actually have this as a bed quilt. How I managed to come about this, my mother-in-law gave me a quilt. I'm going to show it to you. I never knew exactly where it actually came from, the fabric that is, but it was a fully made quilt already. And this is exactly what the print is. And you've probably seen it on my bed already because I've shown my bed with the quilts on it, and it's probably been in the background. But I'm going to insert a clip of the actual quilt itself. And I remember when she gave this to me, I loved it so much. You know, she gave, I think it had curtains as well with it. I did cut up the curtains and made cushion throw pillows and stuff like that. But I kept the quilt as a quilt, and I absolutely love it. So now I know exactly where the fabrics came from for this particular quilt. All right, I just wanted to share that with you. So let's get back to the video. But you can go check it out, the website, if you want. So I'm going through my bin and I found this again. So I reckon it's all from the same family. And I can tell that I also started to sew this together. Again, and you can see I use white thread to sew it together, but it's not the whole piece. Now I remember doing this. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Why did I stop these projects? This is literally an unfinished project. This could be like a shawl or something. Look how lovely it is. Why did I not finish this project? Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I just can't believe I didn't finish it. Another unfinished project. So again, this is as well is wool, and I can feel it and see the difference of how soft it is. So the question is, do I try and cut this in half or look through my bin and see if I can find the other piece? I think it was a wool blanket quilt I was making. So I'm going to go ahead and keep looking in the bins. I'm going to try this one underneath. No, it's not in this one. It wouldn't be in this one. I may have to go through my cupboard. Let's look here first though. And see if there's any more. Am I going to be blessed today? I don't want to use the word luck. Oh, I see something. No, that's not it. I mean, this could work, but I don't really want that. What's that? Let's just take the whole thing down and see if it's in here. I don't think so. No, I would have seen it already, wouldn't I? Okay, so where is that? I'm sure that probably I don't know. Probably it was for something else. But I have in this one. Let's see, because sometimes I mix up the scraps. All right, I'm gonna have to put the camera down and look properly. If not, I may have to go into this particular area here where I have more scraps and I can just hear you laughing at me. And I keep all my spare sewing machines, etc. inside here. So I have more scraps in here. So it could possibly be in this bag. Do I have any more underneath? Oh yeah, there's more scraps down there as well. So I'm going to have a good rummage through. If I find it, you'll be the first to know. Alright, so I have found this piece here. And I'm not sure if there's any more, but I'll keep looking. So this piece I have found. And I also found this piece here. So it seems I started to cut them up into 9 patches. And I found this piece here as well. Not sure if there's any more. I think I have exhausted this particular bin here. I'm going to have to look at the one underneath. Don't really want to be honest, because anyway, I'm going to get to it because my inner me will be wondering where is the other half. Okay, let's see if I'm continuing to be blessed to finish off this. Okay, so I've moved the box and the other scrap bin is there. So I am going to look through this one now. Let's hope that it's there. What's that? Oh, scrap on the floor. Okay. Right, here we go. Let's see. Christmas. More Christmas. Is that it there? Oh yes, that's it. Oh, wait a minute, it's a big piece. So wait, did I actually finish it off as a quilt? Or is that the other half? Oh wow, I'm out of breath. Alright, so this is the... Okay, let's open it up properly. Let me carry on, clean up all of this mess that I have made. Looking through these scrap bins to find... I really need to sort my scraps out. Okay, let me put all of this back and pretend it's not here. as I was going to pack it all up, I realized there's another piece. How many of these fabrics did I have? I reckon I can get then the proper size of the whole picnic quilt I was planning on making. That was my last project that I didn't finish from the UK. And I have the extra pieces here. So hopefully the extra pieces should be enough for the backing for this one. And I can have a smaller quilt and a larger quilt. Right. Okay, all right. Let me finish tidy up. Karen, please don't find any more because you'll pull it out and you'll make yourself make an even larger quilt. So let's pretend this is not here, as I said, as I've been pretending years ago now, and it's still there. I'm going to put these back and I will come back with you. All right, so here it is. The 3 sets I found. So this was the first one. Let's get it in the shot properly. Who is that now? Is that my hubby? I can't see from this far, but anyway, we'll leave that for now. So this is the first one I found, okay? And these are the pieces that I found next. So it seems like I made these and then I cut them up. I'm not sure. I really have no memory of what I did, but I do remember I was planning to make a picnic quilt. So, and then these are the 2 small pieces followed by this one. And then this one was found. Yes, that's what I did. So you see, I made the 3 rows already. And then this is a beautiful project. Why did I not finish this? To make a perfect quilt. Oh my God. Lord Father, forgive me for calling your name in vain. And then this one. Look. A nice wool blanket. Why didn't I finish this project? So the question is, do I cut one of these up and use it for the backing for the smaller rectangle plaid, Christmas plaid I'm calling it, or do I just use a completely different backing? And I'll tell you what else I thought I could use. Tell me what you would have done, or if I've made the right decision. So this is about the size. This is a panel, a Christmas panel, and this is about the size of the actual plaid quilt, and I can use this behind it, which will make it reversible as a wall quilt, or reversible, it is my husband, as a baby blanket or a table display for Christmas. I'm not sure what to do, but this is looking sexy on the camera. Look at it. I made this already because this was panels of 2. I made this one into there's a pin on this, of a wall quilt, and it's one of my favorite wall quilts actually that I've never sold it. I've always kept it for myself for Christmas. I love it, absolutely love it. It's beautifully quilted and I use it for Christmas every year. It's part of my Christmas decor and it's original. Nobody else have a Christmas wall panel like this. It's beautiful. And I've not seen it anywhere else at all. I've not seen it in the store, and I've had it 2 years now and they've never brought it back. So I don't know if it was a one-off print, but I've never seen it again. And I bought 2. I don't think there was much that they actually had in the store. So I may just use it. I will never cut this out. That will never be a thought to do that. So I may just use it behind, which I think will be ideal. The problem is I don't want this to go back into the box again as scraps. So I may just leave it as a proper wool blanket because it will be nice. You know, we live in a country farmhouse, so it would be nice to have it to use rather than, you know, just have it in the box all these years. So look through your scrap bin. You never know what you've forgotten. I think I will go ahead and use the blanket on this. The only problem is I think it's a little bit small for it. I will end up trimming away some. I mean, if I take the border out, it may possibly fit, and I don't really want to do that. I don't want to destroy. I don't want to destroy the actual panel, so I don't want to do that. I mean, it fits. I could fold it over and make it self-binding. That way it actually uses up the whole panel. What it will do is just give me the center of the print, and then the edges where Santa is with his sleigh will be cut off or folded over. I'm not sure. I really love this. I don't want to destroy it or minimize the beauty of it in any way. Or I could just do a piece backing and leave it at that. Because I do have the leftover Christmas print, don't I? I do still have this, which is just a leftover. I could use this as well as some of this together as a piece backing, and this again would look beautiful. The option is sort of endless. I may have to look for others to make up the backing, which I'm happy to do. I think that's what I will, because I don't want to destroy this. I really don't. And I don't want to cut this down to fit that. It will be pointless. All right, I've got some decisions to make. Let me know in the description box which option you would have taken. See, now, why can't you answer me and help me make a decision? Why? You know, I need help. Jackson, what's your option? Nothing. No answer. He doesn't give a toss right now. He's looking at the birds outside. Okay, let me make a decision and I will show you the end result. Beautiful. All I can say is just beautiful how this has actually turned out. Now, I would say to you, if you know you've got scraps, you can make something like this. And if you haven't been through your scrap bins in a long time like I did, have a deep through. You never know what you're going to find. What a beautiful, beautiful quilt that I didn't even know existed in my scrap bins. In fact, I have 2 quilts that has been in my scrap bins and didn't know it actually existed. This has turned out absolutely beautiful as a baby quilt or as something I can use on the wall for Christmas. It's so soft. I did use a meandering all over, and I just think it works. On the back, I added this beautiful Christmas print. And I think I just wanted one Christmas print. I didn't want to do any piecing, so I changed my mind on that. This is the last of this particular Christmas fabric I've had now. And at the end, I just added a little border around it. And I just thought it looks really good. And I'm happy with the overall result of this. I used blue thread on the back for the quilting and a nice, beautiful brown on the front. But I love it. It does remind me of that sort of plaid Christmas. And I think with the house being decorated for Christmas, it's going to work beautifully. It can also be paired up as definitely a baby quilt, and just happy with it. Just totally happy with the end result. Cannot complain at all. Or simply use as table decor, whatever chooses your fancy. Options are endless, but it's entirely down to you. So I hope that I've given you some ideas today for your scraps. And if you've got anything like this in your bins, by all means, guys, go for it, dive into it, have fun, and create something from scraps today. Well, bye for now. Happy quilting. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share with me down below. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I look forward to hearing from you. I love reading your comments. And thank you for supporting me as you always do. See you in the next one, guys. Bye for now. Happy quilting.